We are live, and I think we're actually live on all three this time.
Let's just check them all this time because we fecked up royally last time.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, today is RIP body fat.
So, ready, steady, go for your goals, part 3. So we said we're going to do a recap before we get into this. So ignore this just now. We're going to do the recap of the ready, steady, go. So part 1 was getting ready, and that's when we talked about the stages of change model. And ultimately we said ideally you're at the fired up stage, which on the other model was round about here.
Well, that's appropriate right now. That's fine. Yeah, so the different stages of change. If you haven't seen that video, today's might not make complete sense, but you can still watch because it will still be beneficial. Stage 2, which we did yesterday, but unfortunately our social media failed us and actually only Facebook actually got the lesson. But that was all about using what you have to get what you want.
So basically, if you do not have a lot of equipment to hand, then use what equipment you do have. Use what gym kit that you do have. Use what you have around you to get towards your goals.
Yeah, there's also the mindset around that as well. You know, a lot of people say, I want motivation and I want more willpower, but you do have those things in other areas of your life, maybe just not for your fat loss right now. So take an element of where you can from elsewhere. Like if you're really motivated to brush your teeth every day, then you can ask yourself why that is, and then you can apply an element to your fat loss. About getting consistent and regular with your habits.
Now, to get stuck into the third stage is go, go, go. Ready, steady, go for your goals. Now, taking that first step on your journey is sometimes tough. You know, sometimes you can be looking at the giant staircase and you're like, oh my God, it's a long way, I'll never get there. But if you can just take that first step, on you go. And then we're going to give you the RIP, which is, you can apply it to any program or any goal, really, if you like.
So in one sense, yes, it is absolutely rest in peace body fat because you are a goner. However, the RIP does actually stand for something other than rest in peace. We're going to start with the R, which is regular. Now, this applies to your fitness, but it also applies to your nutrition, and it applies to your general mindset. It's the way you live your life. Okay, it's not about something that you do once in a while. Nobody ever changes their life by doing something once in a while, but they do it from being regular, making it part of your daily life.
The next one along, it needs to be intense. So exercise needs to be challenging, putting out your comfort zone. Your nutrition, you know, it's too easy to reach for junk food and ready-made meals. So it's quite intense if you're following and meal prepping good, healthy, nutritious meals. Your mindset, you'll be in a good place. It'd be intense because you're going to challenge yourself with workouts, with extra cardio, with walking, getting up earlier, getting to your bed on time. Challenging the lazy gene would be quite intense as well. So it has to be regular and intense.
Now, if you get regular and if you make sure that everything is intense, you're just stepping out your comfort zone all the time, then the last one is relatively easy, which is progressive. It has to be progressive in nature. The things that you are doing on a day-to-day basis will have to keep evolving, whether it's your fitness, whether it's cardio, weight training, the food that you're eating. Make sure that you're always looking to improve. It doesn't matter if you're starting from ground zero or you're already a 9.5 and you're looking for a 10. Even when you think you're at a 10, like we've been doing this for a long time, we're always looking to improve our nutrition because as you move in one direction, there'll be other areas of your nutrition that fall off slightly, so you can keep making sure that you are being progressive. That also factors into the mind as well. Mind, body, soul, make sure that you're always looking to expand.
So ready, steady, go. We said at the start of this 3-part series, it was designed for people that perhaps didn't have a budget to invest on their goals this year and not to panic. Because if you get yourself in the right place, using the stages of change model, ensuring that you're fired up and ready to get stuck in, that's a big help. Then we said steady, making sure you're having a look around you. What equipment do you have? What abilities do you have? Because too many people focus on things they can't do rather than putting all their energy into the things that they can. Whether you've had injuries in the past or maybe you've got some inabilities for dodgy knees or whatever. If you've got dodgy knees, there's lots of exercises you can do that don't necessarily damage the knees or put stress on the knees. So work with what you can do rather than worrying about what you can't.
There we go. And ultimately, just make sure that you're taking action, okay? You're just putting this into place RIP. Always remember that. Make sure it's regular. It's part of your life. Making sure it's intense. That you're stepping out of your comfort zone in all areas of your life. Fitness, nutrition, mindset, psychology, sleep patterns, everything. And then making sure it's always progressive. If you do these two, this one is then easy. You always have to be thinking, well, it's not intense anymore because my body has adapted. That's what we're relying on here. We're relying on your body adapting to whatever you're doing, making sure that you're stepping out of the comfort zone, it adapts, and unless you're progressive, it's no longer going to be intense anymore. It has to be progressive.
Now, just FYI, we've been out filming today. This 3-part lesson is going to be in an epic as beep. One lesson, if you like. What, 3 to 4 minute video maybe if we're lucky?
Yeah, probably about, I'd say 4-minute video.
Yeah, it's going to be all condensed in. There's some awesome scenes. We had the drone up. Anyway, cut long story short, if you don't have the time to watch all these individual lives, then you're going to get on Sunday, you're going to get all condensed in an epic as beep video, and you can get stuck into that.
Yeah.
Right, we are going to come offline briefly, but we're going to be coming right back on with a slight change of scenery, and we're going to do is it Ask Us Anything or Weight Loss Q&A?
I think we'll do a weight loss Q&A. Okay, so we're going to change the scene. We're going to move away from the blackboard. We're going to plonk ourselves down with the cameras and with our laptops in front of us. Ask us anything about weight loss, and we're there for you. So don't go anywhere. We're going to click stop right now, and we'll be back on in a couple of minutes.
Yep. So then, if you're watching us on Instagram, it'd be a case of just refreshing feed. Same with Facebook and YouTube. We'll be good to go in a couple of minutes' time. Boom. Thanks for watching. Now we've got to end them all.